Today is Thursday, August 13th, and this is the tip-off, where we tip you off on today's NBA matchups, how to gamble, how to bet. What's the trouble in the bubble today, Gabe?
7 games today, big slate, second to last day of the regular season. First up, we've got Washington and Boston. Washington's favored by 2.5 points. I'm taking Washington. Boston's going to be without their top 6 guys, all their starters, and Marcus Smart. No guarantee, but I think the Wizards should be able to beat what's left of the Celtics. Washington.
No, the Celtics are the luckiest team on earth. They will win.
Next, we've got Sacramento and the Lakers. LA is favored by 5.5 points. I'm taking the Lakers. De'Aaron Fox, Rashawn Holmes, Kent Bazemore, all out for the Kings. Sacramento already eliminated from playoff contention. Meanwhile, LeBron is listed as probable, and I think the Lakers are going to look to establish a little bit of positive momentum heading into these playoffs. Lakers.
The Kings will Kong the Lakers.
And next, we've got Milwaukee and Memphis. Memphis is favored by 3.5 points. Again, going with the favorites, Memphis. Giannis suspended for this one after unleashing a very nice headbutt on Mo Wagner of the Wizards. Well done. Good technique. We'll see about the rest of their regulars. Obviously, a must-win game for the Grizzlies. I'm taking Memphis here.
You remember the beer Schlitz? It's the beer that made Milwaukee famous simply because it tastes so good. Schlitz. I'm going for Milwaukee.
They still sell Schlitz?
I don't know. I still drink it.
Yeah. All right, next we've got Dallas and Phoenix. Phoenix is favored by 8.5 points. I'm taking Phoenix. Kristaps Porzingis listed as doubtful for the Mavericks. Seth Curry questionable. We'll see whether Luka Doncic suits up or not. For the Suns, they're going to be without Kelly Oubre and Aaron Baines most likely again. I am picking the Suns in a blowout here, though. Another team that has to win this game in order to reach the playoffs. Phoenix.
Again, put your dollars on Dallas.
All right, next we've got San Antonio and Utah. San Antonio is favored by 8.5 points. Again, going heavy on the favorites today, taking San Antonio. Rudy Gobert and Mike Conley both out for Utah. Jazz locked into their first-round playoff matchup versus Denver. Nothing really to play for there. Meanwhile, again, Spurs, another team that has to win in order to have any hopes of reaching the playoffs. I'm picking the Spurs to win big here.
Jazz has plenty to play for. They have their pride to play for. I'm going to go with the Jazz.
Next, we've got New Orleans and Orlando. Orlando's favored by 4.5 points. I'm taking Orlando. Aaron Gordon, Evan Fournier, Terrence Ross, all out for the Magic. But for the Pelicans, Zion Williamson, Drew Holiday, Brandon Ingram, all out. It's a toss-up to an extent, but again, with Nick Vucevic playing, or at least apparently playing at this point, no word to the contrary, I'm going to take Orlando here.
And the Magic may be able to pull a rabbit out of his hat, but they're not going to be able to pull the wool over the Pelicans' eyes. Pelicans will prevail.
All right, the finale, we've got Portland and Brooklyn. Portland is favored by 10.5 points. I'm going out on a limb here and taking the underdogs in Brooklyn. I do think the Trailblazers take care of business, secure that 8th spot in the Western Conference with a win. But Brooklyn is apparently going to be playing its top guys, Jared Allen, Karis LeVert, Joe Harris. So I do have a tough time seeing the Trailblazers winning by a lot more than 10. The Nets have been hanging tough for the most part here in the bubble. A few blowouts here and there, but they've been playing respectably. I think that Brooklyn will keep it within single digits or 10 points. So Brooklyn for the finale.
Put a penny on the Portland Trailblazers. Portland penny.
All right, that does it for today's episode of The Tip-Off, where one of us is always right. Thanks for tuning in.